don't even have me in there.
You're in there. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, hello to everyone. We are right now at the practice at the BOK Center with the Cougars. I'm joined with the legend, Big E. And I told you, I was just reading like some crazy stats about you. You have the most points in NCAA tournament history, or the second most points in NCAA history, the most rebounds. That's crazy. How has nobody broken that in this long?
Well, you know, it's really amazing to me because all the players who have played in college basketball, that I would still maintain an NC2A record.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Because you have had so many guys come through the system, but I guess that Guy Lewis had me doing some things out there that I didn't realize I was doing.
That means you're the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and you're still holding it down, so I don't see anybody coming to beat you anytime soon. But if you guys have any questions, by the way, for me or Elvin, you can pop up and ask us, and we'll try to answer them. But right now, let me give you a quick look on the other side of us. We're sitting on the bench, but the Cougars are actually practicing here on the court that they will play on tomorrow night at 6:20 against Georgia State. The guys did just talk to the media, and I think the biggest thing that keeps coming up is Georgia State and their ability to knock down the three-pointer. But what doesn't keep coming up is that these guys are second in the nation at defending the three.
Yeah.
They're second at defending it. So
this team is a great defensive team, and a leading scorer on any team can kind of tell you that when they went off the court, they were not a leading scoring team because this team played great double team defense. They're just really a tough basketball team. And plus, talking about threes, you got Amani Brooks and Corey Davis. They are three-point masters, and so no one is just going to make a last-second shot against them unless they have done it a whole bunch of other things during the course of the basketball game.
How important do you think it will be for the Cougars to get off to a fast start tomorrow? Georgia State, they are 22-0 when they lead at halftime, and so I think that's my opinion. I think it's going to be really big for the Cougars. You don't want to put the game in the refs' hands at the end and have to be a tight game. I don't want to see any of that. I want them to lead at half and kind of put this thing away.
I can totally agree with that. We have all year long, when we were in our winning streak, we were able to attack, get into the game right off the get, and have Corey and have Amani Brooks and have Brady inside and Corey and also Galen really penetrating, doing some things, getting the ball to our shore. So I feel we gotta be ahead at halftime. We just gotta go in, as Coach said earlier in the year, we got to put our foot on the necks of these guys and not let up.
And rebounding is going to play a big part in that too.
Major, always have. We led every team we played this year, except a couple of them, in rebounding for the game. So, offensively, defensively, attacking the boards, keeping guys off of our board, and that's what works. And if they do that, then hey, we win this basketball game.
Yeah, and that's the good thing about this team is they don't have to rely on their shooting. Now it would be nice because we've seen what can happen like in that Cincinnati game if they're not shooting. But the good thing is like Georgia State, they got to rely on that three, and if these guys can take that away, then it's not gonna go in their favor.
Well, that's definitely true because. Like I said earlier, our double team defense, especially for those outside scorers, these guys really get out there, they double team, they force errors, they gotta force the errors so that we can get the ball. And the most important thing, another thing, is that we gotta do some fast breaking. We gotta get the ball inside and do some things inside, but we gotta play tough defense
and transition defense too.
Transition defense is very important, and these guys really run the court. They get back. So if the Cougars play their basketball game that they normally been playing all year long, hey, good things will happen for them.
And last thing I kind of want to ask you about is Galen Robinson. We just talked to him, and he had a funny thing he told me. I asked him. I said, because he has 101 career wins. That's second in the whole program. Are you first, or who's first?
I don't know.
I don't know who's first, but he's second in the entire school history in career wins with 101, which is so incredible to think about where the program was when he joined it and where it is now. And he talked about how he remembers going door to door to frat houses, knocking on their door, begging them, come to the game tonight and cheer for us. And he remembers that it was quiet as ever in the arena, and he could hear his mom cheering because there was no fans at all.
That's definitely true.
And I'm sure you remember seeing that. So can you just talk about him and how he's paved the way for the rest of these guys on the team?
You know, Galen have really bought into this system and worked hard in this system. He went through, different coaches, but now, ever since Coach Sampson came in here, Coach began to build this program, and all of a sudden, I know Lauren, Coach's daughter, Coach himself, they were out in the student center asking people, giving tickets away, saying, come
for free. We just need to fill the seats.
Just watch us. Come and see what we're doing. And now you can't get into place. And but
sold out.
Galen have really, especially this team this year, he have directed this team. He have taken guys like Nate Henry.
Yeah, Nate said that in the locker room. He was like, I'm so thankful for him.
And build his confidence and have Nate playing great now. Even Chris Harris. Chris is really playing a totally different, exciting game. So these guys are really bought in, and it's all due to the leadership of Galen Robinson.
Yep, that's right. Okay, well, the band just started playing, so I think we're going to sign off because I don't think you can hear us. But I will be live at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 on KPRC with, you guys can hear from the players that we talked to earlier, kind of hear what they have to say about this matchup and what they think it's going to take to get it done. So thanks for joining me. Appreciate you. Go Cougs!